Support WrestleTalk!
Order the magazine using the link below.
CM Punk's pipe bomb promo claimed that Vince McMahon is a millionaire that should be a billionaire. And in 2014, he was worth an estimated $1.6 billion. But some big promises and letdown deals caused McMahon and WWE to lose hundreds of millions of dollars in a 24-hour period. I am Luke Owen, and this is how WWE lost $350 million in one day. In early 2014, WWE began to negotiate the terms of their new TV deal with NBC Universal, and the company had high hopes. After all, NASCAR, who WWE thought to be their closest TV equivalent, had just signed a new deal that was worth $820 million per year, with WWE pulling in slightly better TV ratings than NASCAR for Raw, SmackDown, and Total Divas, all of which aired on channels owned by NBC Universal. Things were looking up. Not only that, but Major League Soccer also saw a rise in their TV fees, $18 million to $90 million, even though their ratings were declining on ESPN. For comparison, MLS pulled in around 220,000 viewers a week, whereas Raw averaged 4.3 million at the time. With this outlook and the optimism surrounding the recently launched WWE Network, WWE stock rose by 89% in the first quarter of 2014. Making Vince McMahon's worth around $1.6 billion. Vince was a billionaire. NBCU had the right to match any outside offer, and most expected WWE was going nowhere, with the only question being how much of an increase they'd be able to get. WWE and NBC Universal officially announced their new 5-year deal on May 15th, 2014, and it was not good news. The company's valuation could take a heavy beating this morning, as the new domestic TV deal with NBCU likely disappointed investors. The NBC Universal deal came in way under expectations, and benchmark analyst Mike Hickey downgraded WWE stock prices from $29.12 to $19.96. Investors started to panic. By the following morning, the stock price was below $11. Over the next couple of days, 59 million of WWE's 75 million shares had changed hands. In just one day, Vince McMahon had lost $350 million. And over the next few, McMahon would lose a further $400 million, no longer making him a billionaire. It is paper money, he's still worth in the range of $700 million. One person with a long association with him noted to us that the actual losing of the stock money isn't going to bother him, but that all of the stories in so many of the major business publications and mainstream media that talked about $350 million in losses over one day, and that he's no longer a billionaire, would drive him crazy. WWE didn't publicly release how much the NBCU deal was worth. It was thought to be around $142 million. And on an investors call, Vince McMahon admitted launching the WWE Network before they'd signed the deal meant NBC Universal lowballed them on an offer. However, he added that the network had to be launched when it did, otherwise they would have had to delay it until the following WrestleMania. That's notable because just a few months ago, McMahon had stated that the launch of the network would boost company popularity overall, and that its television partners were aware of increased WWE popularity that would lead to higher ratings. While early in the game, there is no indication the network has led to any ratings increases, and the reaction within TV was not what McMahon indicated, given the price paid by NBC Universal. To make matters worse, due to flawed research that claimed there were 6 to 8 million wrestling fans in the US alone, which some investors took to mean 6 to 8 million people would sign up, the WWE Network underperformed in its first subscriber announcement. The company needed 1.4 million subscribers to break even, and the announced figure was 667,000. Want to hear about 5 spooky characters that failed in WWE? And what about WWE's botched plans for Undertaker's WrestleMania 21 match? Click the videos to the left to find out more. Press subscribe and support WrestleTalk on Patreon. I have been Luke Owen, and that was wrestling.